Welcome back. The Indiana volleyball team took on their biggest rivals, the Purdue Boilermakers, Friday night at University Gym. The Hoosiers look to rebound after suffering 5 straight Big Ten losses. Mike Walker has a look at the game and what the Hoosiers need to improve on as their season quickly is drawing to a close.
Indiana and Purdue is perhaps one of the greatest rivalries in college sports. And although both have struggled in Big Ten play this year, with a rivalry like this, the records go out the window.
It's obviously a huge rivalry, and we're obviously more excited to play them every time we play them. But and also the Moon on Spike match, that's a huge deal for us. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I don't want to say more exciting because every match is very important, but we all get very excited to play Purdue.
The Hoosiers were out to a great start in the first set as they came out swinging with swag. Ashley Benton and freshman Kelsey Marshall led the way, and the Hoosiers led the first set the entire time. However, the rest of the game proved to be another story as the Boilers rallied to take sets 2, 3, and 4 and the match against the Hoosiers.
But we got to learn to fight more as a team. I think in that match, the more we got tight, the more we started to separate. And that's really hard to play 1-on-6 then. And we got to really find that way to stay close as a team during that struggle.
With just under a month to play, the Hoosiers are still fighting to find that winning edge.
Keep getting better, have that fire to want to come in the gym and get better right now. It's easy to kind of pack your bags and be done. And I don't think this team will do it. I think they're young. I think they're still motivated.
Right now, I think we just have to think about team. It has to be all about team. We're playing as individuals on the court, and we have so much talent, and we do have a lot of heart on this team, but right now we're just not putting it all together. So, just keep fighting every match, and it's going to take a lot of teamwork to win the next 7 matches.
Indiana and Purdue will split the season series 1 game apiece, and the Hoosiers lose yet another Big Ten game. With the season winding down, Indiana needs to get back on track, and quickly. From University Gym, this is Mike Walker, Hoosier Sports Night.
The women's soccer team traveled north to Minnesota to square off against the Golden Gophers in their regular season finale. This game remained tied for the first 79 minutes until Minnesota's Molly Rouse scored her 5th goal of the season off a corner kick. The Hoosiers failed to put up a score and fell to the Gophers 1-0.
The men's wrestling team found out that they would be the 15th ranked team in the nation in the first preseason poll. The Hoosiers are one of 7 Big Ten teams to start the season ranked in the top 25.
Now, in their last home game of the regular season, the Indiana men's soccer team looked to finish strong with a win and put themselves 1 game over 500. This game would not be an easy one as they faced off against the 25th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Kristin Carroll has all the action from Jerry Yeagley Field.
Coming off 2 straight overtime losses at home, a downtrodden IU team took the pitch against conference leader Penn State on Friday with more than a little something to prove. And they didn't disappoint.
I thought we fought as a team really well. We had heart, and that's basically it. The other games, it just seemed like you come to a game, you wouldn't hear any talking, it was just silence.
But on Friday, a goal from Penn State's Mateus Braga in the 21st minute of play would be the last time IU remained silent, striking back shortly after with a goal from Lee Hagedorn off an Andy Adlard corner kick. In a gritty physical match containing 21 combined fouls, Daniel Kelly's first goal of the season early in the second gave IU all the security they needed, even after sophomore defender Tommy Meyer earned a red card.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Oh, that was a huge weight lift off my shoulders. It's been a while since I've scored a goal. So
I think we've really come together well right here in the season. We've had a lot of team talks, and I think we really started to bond together. We're getting really cohesive, and I think going forward we're going to really start working for each other to make sure we get these wins.
Indiana Hoosiers has resulted in a 2-1 victory for Indiana.
From Yeagley Field, I'm Kristin Carroll, Hoosier Sports Night.
Thanks, Kristin. This final home game for the Hoosier soccer team proved to be a bit of a homecoming for former players of legendary soccer coach Jerry Yeagley. Kate Senne was able to catch up with the former players and speak with them about their experiences under the legendary coach, who was also just inducted into the IU Athletics Hall of Fame.
Several members of the 1982 and 83 National Championship soccer team attended Friday's game against the Nittany Lions. The alumni were there to show support for former coach Jerry Yeagley, who was inducted into IU's Athletic Hall of Fame.
Although soccer may be a thing of the past, many of the alum found themselves nostalgic as they watched IU beat Penn State 2-1.
Well, when you play soccer at Indiana, IU soccer is a family. You come back and you're just part of the family, and it kind of what makes you a little bit. Many alumni come back for games whether it's here or not. Obviously, this weekend's a special weekend because it's Coach Yeagley's, Hall of Fame.
Jerry Yeagley is the NCAA's all-time winningest coach. In his 31 years at IU, he produced 6 national championships and 10 Big Ten championships.
Jerry Yeagley wasn't automatic. As soon as he became eligible, of course he went in. And I made the comment last night about a few of those people were building blocks for great programs like Alan Summers in swimming and Steve Downing in basketball. Well, Jerry was not a building block. Jerry was the builder, and he built something that was unmatched in college soccer.
A lot of good things have come my way because I've coached wonderful players here. But of all the awards and honors, this is the one I cherish the most because this is where I worked for 41 years, didn't regret a day and loved it. Indiana, IU soccer, that's my passion.
As for the future of IU soccer,
the players are there. I think the players are good. It's a matter of, what are you willing to do for your teammate each time? So you always have to go out and fight and die for your team.
From Bill Armstrong Stadium, I'm Kate Senne, Hoosier Sports Night.
The Hoosier field hockey team advanced to the finals of the Big Ten tournament before falling to 8th-ranked Michigan State 3-2 Sunday afternoon. Haley Funk and Morgan Fleetwood scored the Hoosier goals, while Fleetwood and Corey Broadingham were named to the all-tournament team. Well, that's all the time that we have for this edition of Hoosier Sports Night.
We will have a jam-packed episode next week as the football team travels to Penn State. We will have full coverage from Happy Valley as well from right here at Assembly Hall as the Indiana basketball team opens up their season against Howard. For my co-host Josh Greenberg, I'm Casey Richards. Thanks for watching this episode of Hoosier Sports Night.